Mercy, who I am told are fans of mine. Well, I'm a fan of you guys too, and this track has that whole Scott Pilgrim indie vibe that I just really dig. Not to mention that bass line could rumble a Hulk's armor clean off and reduce them to a smoldering wreck. So, as expected, Lesath succumbed to its quintuple? Is that the right word? Okay, yeah, a super Google search says that means 5, so it's quintuple automaton quandary later this morning. But let's be honest, against a sudden, brutal attack like that, the poor dear never stood a chance. However, the Helldivers aren't taking this recent loss lying down and have converged to focus the planet down. The liberation value is fairly decent, but whether we're actually going to be allowed the required time to finish it off remains to be seen. Now, get this, dear viewers. My theory from last night has gone out the window because it looks like the next deployment location for Decay is Bog-Sajoth, which I did vote for. This is technically an isolated planet with no clear FTL lanes, so maybe the station has a maximum radius that it can cover in a single jump. Does anyone here actually know how this thing works? Because I sure as heck don't. Those guys never consulted me on their engineering issues. In other news, Garharan was fully liberated today after nearly a month of Terminid occupation thanks to our beloved station and the Helldivers she's been supporting. Awesome work, everyone. I'm glad that we got that squared away. So, despite losing Lesath, we're still 2 planets up for the major order, so unless something inexplicable and cataclysmic happens, I think we're good. No, that is not a temptation for fate to cause something inexplicable and cataclysmic to happen either. I know my tropes, dear divers. Once Decay has finished her FTL maneuvering, her Eaglestorm power will be up and running to give Bog-Sajoth a thorough cleansing of socialistic influences, which will be nice. I've heard good things about that. However, a short time after Eaglestorm expires, it looks like people are going to tack the orbital death button, and I'm not looking forward to that. I just hope it turns out better than last time. Sweet liberty, that was a lot of death. Both ours and theirs. Decay is an equal opportunity employer. Now, there's one final note in regards to the news tonight. Especially patriotic factory workers have voluntarily extended work hours and produced a surplus of materials, allowing for the spear launcher to be deployed across the whole of the Liberation fleet, regardless of other loadout choices. Yeah, the Ministry of Truth wrote that for me, and I'm like 99% sure that that's all borscht and the Ministry forced these factory workers to do it. But the effect is the same. Everyone has a free spear launcher now. I don't especially like or dislike this weapon. Yeah, it does its job well, but I genuinely prefer the recoilless rifle. I can aim well enough with that I don't particularly need the guided tracking, and the missile's insistence on doing its own thing makes downing factory striders with precision a bit of a chore. There's also the fact that its ammo count feels really awkward. You're going to need resupplies to keep the spear flush with ammo far more frequently than your other weapons will require, especially in a higher hazard deployments where heavy armor is more common. It really feels like it runs out entirely too quickly for my liking. I need weapons with stamina that can spread democracy all night long and then come back for seconds like a ravenous animal. I can't be dealing with something that blows its load all over a Hulk and then rolls over and falls asleep until the resupply pod arrives. I like my weapons like I like my caffeine. Potent, aggressive, and probably lethal to other beings. Something that's not afraid to manhandle, to get aggressive, to pull my hair and throw me down. I just realized that this metaphor is getting dreadfully inappropriate, so I am just going to drop this line of conversation entirely. That's been Liberty's latest with me, ponderatheradioangel. I plan on deploying on Bog-Sajoth next chance I get to bear witness to the Eaglestorm in action and lay waste to the vile, contemptuous contraptions that lurk there. It's going to be a heck of a sight. See you on the mounts, troopers. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for Super Earth.